Here is last week's first homework practice problem number 1. Stay tuned for the solution. A broker sold a property that was owned by a bank that had acquired it through foreclosure, and the broker received a 6.5% commission. The broker gave the listing sales associate $3,575, which was 30% of the firm's commission. What was the selling price of the property?
Welcome everyone to Real Estate Exam Math Simplified. Let's just dive into the problem straight away that was read just now. So let me quickly erase this so you can see everything. All right, so based on the problem, the broker's commission, let's call it broker commission BC, equals 6.5% of the selling price of the house. We don't know that number. Gotta find it out. But we get the sales associate. The sales associate's commission is 30%, which equals $3,575. All right, so 30% of a number is 3,575. The thing that we got to ask ourselves is to find that number, which is a broker's commission. 30% of the broker's commission equals 3,575. So to find the broker's commission, we've got to make sure that we ask the fundamental question. Is the broker's commission greater than this 3,575 or less? Right? So again, 30% of the broker's commission equals this number. Therefore, the broker's commission will be greater than this number. The target number will be greater than this number. Once a target number is greater than the given number, we have to multiply by the bigger number and divide by the smaller number. So 30%, that's 30 over 100, right? So we have to multiply by 100 and divide by 30. So what we get then is basically we just invert the fraction. So we get 100 over 30. Multiply by this number, 3,575, equals the broker's commission, right? So just got to do the math. Multiply 3,575 by 100, divide by 30, and we get 11,916 and 66 cents. That represents the broker's commission, right? Now we want to find the selling price of the house. The broker's commission is what? 6.5% of the selling price. So here we go again. 6.5% of a certain number equals this number. So is the selling price of the house less than or greater than this 11,916 and 66 cents? It's going to be greater. And as we said before, when the target number is greater than the given number, we've got to make sure that we multiply by the bigger number and divide by the smaller number. In this case, we have 6.5%. Right? So that will be 6.5 over 100. Right? So as we said before, we have to multiply by the bigger number and divide by the smaller number. So that works out to, therefore, we invert the fraction again. So we have 100 divided by 6.5, multiply by this number, 11,916 and 66 cents. Follow me so far? So the answer to that will be $183,333. And that's it. That's basically it. All we got to remember in this exam, you got to ask yourself, is the target number bigger or less than the given number. If we say, okay, the target number is bigger than the given number, then we got to make sure that we're multiplying. We got to look at the fraction that we have, and we're going to multiply by the bigger number and divide by the smaller number. Now, the converse of that is the given number or the target number is less than the given number. In that case, we've got to multiply by the smaller number and divide by the bigger number. So that's all we got to remember. And then we'll master these percentage problems presented in the exam. All right? So stay tuned, don't leave. We got two more problems, and we're going to tackle problem number 2 that was presented last week. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you after this.
If a lender agrees to make a loan based on an 80% loan-to-value (LTV), what is the amount of the loan if the property appraises for $114,500 and the sales price is $116,900?
Welcome everyone. Let us go quickly into the solution for problem number 2. So, as was read just now, we know the selling price for the house is $116,900. We know that the appraised value of the property, of the house, is $114,500. Now, the bank is going to lend 80% LTV, right? LTV, 80% loan value. So the question is really asking, which of these values will we calculate that 80% on? That's the question. So the answer to that is, it's really neither the appraisal value or the selling price. What we're looking at is the lower of these two prices. So your question in the exam may have the selling price being the lower of the two. Or in this case too, you may have the appraisal value being the lower of the two. So that's what we want to find, the lower of these two values. Because that's what the LTV, the 80% LTV, will be based on, the lower of the two prices. Regardless of, if the selling price is low or the appraisal value is low, we just want to get the lower value. This value right here, right? So that 80% will be on $114,500. So we just calculate 80% of that. So we will have 8 over 100 times 114,500, and that equals $91,600. That's your answer. That's very easy, right? The only thing to remember, look at the lower value. In this case, it's 114, right? That's the value we want. All right? Stay tuned, and we'll work the solution for problem number 3 coming up next. Stay tuned.
On the sale of any property, a sales associate's commission is based on the total commission paid to the broker. The sales associate receives 30% of the first $2,500, 40% of the next amount between $2,500 and $7,500, and 50% of any remaining amount exceeding $7,500. If a property sells for $234,500 and the broker's commission rate is 6.5%. What is the sales associate's total compensation?
Welcome again to problem solution, the solution for problem number 3. Stay with me because this is very involved, all right? So the broker's commission is 6.5% of the selling price of the house. The selling price of the house is $234,500, all right? So when you calculate 6.5% of $234,500, that will give us $15,242.50. That's the total amount that's the broker's commission, right? Now the sales associate will get 30% of the first $2,500 from this broker's commission, right? So we calculate 30% on that, and we get $750. That's what the sales associate gets from the first $2,500 of the broker's commission. $750. All right? And so now we need to subtract $2,500 from the broker's commission of $15,242.50. We do that, we get $12,742.50. So the problem goes on to say for the next, well, it says between $2,500 and $7,500, the sales associate earns 40%. So between $2,500 and $7,500, that's a difference of $5,000, right? So the sales associate is getting 40% on the next $5,000. That works out to $2,000, right? So again, we subtract this $5,000 from the remaining balance, and then we get $7,742.50. According to the problem, this sales associate will now earn 50% on any amount in excess of $7,500. So let's go back and double check. The first amount was on the first $2,500. The next amount is on next $5,000. So in total we have $7,500. So we're right on target. Now anything in excess of this $7,500, the sales associate earns a whopping 50%, right? So 50% then of the remaining balance, $7,742.50, will give us $3,871.25. So that's a total amount the sales associate will earn. 30% here, that's $750. 40% here, that's $2,000. Then 50% here, $3,871.25. When you total that, we get a whopping $6,621.25. 6621.25. That represents the sales associate's total compensation. All right, this is a little bit involved, but you just got to remember you got to do the subtraction and figure out the sales associate's commission over here. Get your grand total. That's your answer. All right. Hope you have learned a few tricks. Please join us for episode 3 next week. Thank you and see you then.